Hey guys, JHub here, and welcome back to some more Call of Duty Black Ops 3 multiplayer gameplay. And today, we are going to actually start talking about these maps that dropped on April 19th with the Eclipse multiplayer DLC. Now, this is with PlayStation 4 only as of right now. I think Xbox users are probably going to get it sometime in May, if I'm not sure. Probably the first week or 2 weeks of May, unless they decide to, up and give it to you. No new weapons or anything were released at that. It was just the Zombies map and these multiplayer maps that were released. And if you want to know right off the bat, like the first question in the beginning of this video, should you buy the DLC? This is gonna be weird, but yes. I would recommend this DLC, believe it or not. I have had a lot of fun on these maps, and Zombies is on point as always. Like, I'm a believer that you should drop $15 or if you buy the season pass for Zombie alone. It gives you plenty of playtime, it's worth it, it's fun. You can get in there with some friends and have some fun. But Rift overall is a great map. It has the darkness on the outside, but once you get into like the interior of the building, like right where I'm at on hard point over on the left side, it brightens up and it allows you to do some things. But the kill streaks and stuff are a bit weird and different that you might want to actually use on this map. But nevertheless, we'll get into that. The colors are vibrant, as I said. This map is probably going to be made for your assault rifles, submachine guns, and shotguns. I think submachine guns and shotguns are more or less going to be the ones you're going to ones you are going to want to run. The Brecci and the Haymaker are probably where you're going to want to go with that too, especially the Brecci just dominates pretty much every shotgun. If the KRM and the Argus doesn't kill with one hit, the Brecci is going to dump you. So I would heavily suggest that. I am using a Kuda in this gameplay. Kuda is my favorite weapon, has been since the beginning of the game. I know some people decided to hop on the Kuda train here recently or a couple months back because now they actually see the potential. It's just one of the most consistent guns I've seen in a Call of Duty, and when a lot of people go, hey, what type of gun do you like in Black Ops 3? My answer is going to go with the consistent Kuda, right? It's usually been guns with that because it lets you get into a pattern where you shoot and you're ready to go. But the VMP is also going to be a good choice. I don't know about the Vesper. I believe there might be a Vesper buff coming here soon. The fast rate of fire would be beneficial for this map. It's really close quarters most of the time. There's very, very few times you're going to have to deal with like long line of sight. Where B flag is sitting on the map, you will have to deal with a couple of long line of sights, but it's not much. Most of the time you're going to want to be flanking on this map. From what I've seen, and I've had a couple domination games so far, people like to kind of in a way go in circles. So like as you're running on the opposite side of B, someone else is going to be running on the opposite side at that central location going from A to Charlie just to try to get those points. And I've had a couple minutes in domination where we're just going in circles, taking flags and getting kill streaks. And it's pretty much whoever can kill the other one first to stop their kill streak will dominate. And I do run the Wraith on this map. So now that we've gone over the different guns you should be using, which I still think is probably submachine guns and shotguns, you're probably going to want to stick perk-wise, flak jacket, tac mask, fast hands, gung-ho. The things that are going to keep you alive, because I expect there's a lot of trip mines. I've already run into them quite a bit, and they're throwing around a lot of stun grenades, putting out some shock charges, things like that. And with it being close quarters, the second that pegs you, they're close enough to you, they're going to drop you. You need to be able to stay mobile, stay alive. So fast tanks, gung-ho, tac mask, flak jacket, things that will help you. Now, I don't want to recommend Sixth Sense simply because it probably would take up half the map in all honesty, but I'm not a fan of recommend Sixth Sense just because I dislike the perk. I kind of see why they put it in. It's pretty much sound whoring for the death in a way because it pings on your radar, so it allows you to know the area they're coming from, but it doesn't give you an exact location. So I've been calling it sound whoring for the death. Weird, but effective. So you might want to actually run hardwired. There was one or two guys that I actually ran into who was rocking Sixth Sense and hardwired. He knew where I was almost every single time. I wasn't rocking hardwired. So every time I would come with his proximity, he would shut my shit down real quick because he knew where it was coming from, and I just couldn't figure it out. And then during the stream, and by the way, some of these gameplays that you'll be seeing in the next couple days are actually from the stream. So if you go back and watch the stream, you'll see that I'm actually calling out. I was like, all right, Sixth Sense guy's going to be somewhere in this area, and I'm dead. Shotgun guy's going to be in this area, and I'm dead. So you gotta stay with the perks that can keep you alive, and like staying off radar isn't too big on this map because the map is small enough, right? Ghost isn't gonna do much for you. Now, if you want to run counter UAV to stop them from seeing you, be my guest. But the score streaks I would recommend for this map, and I really, really do enjoy the set that I was using in this gameplay. UAV Hellstorm Wraith. Now I know I was playing objective-based game mode, right? Domination there, all big flags right in the center. But on the outer points, the Hellstorm and Lightning Strike probably ain't going to work because there is like structure over top of the flags. The Wraith will bounce around and is really good. Raps is very good. Hater is very good. Cerberus is very good. So is Sentry Gun. Guardian as of late just doesn't feel like it's doing much. It feels like I can always slide past it, and if I have Ripper on, I can destroy it immediately. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend going with the Guardian. But you want to use things that are going to stay on the map, like not air-based skill streaks, other than the Wraith. I don't know if I'd even recommend the Mothership, because it would just get blocked by most stuff. Now, the Specialist I would recommend on this map. Ripper, Firebreak. Tempest is more of a long range, so I would not recommend it. The Bow I wouldn't recommend. The Ruin Slam, I don't see it being as effective, but maybe I would recommend it, depending on if you can clear off an objective or get into a room. The Annihilator I would not recommend. Combat Focus, if you're playing objective-based game mode, I would, because you can typically move between objective points really quick, and if you activate it, you can get some free points. So, I guess to summarize, overall, this is an actual good map. I kind of get the little flavor of, you know, kind of like Combines with Nuketown, and all these different maps combined to try to give you this, but it's very vibrant. And I have to say one thing about the map Rift, right? I am actually surprised that we didn't have like a Star Wars Episode 3 Easter egg, being that we are suspended over top of a volcano and you see all this fiery rock below us. Like, the way it's just set up, I believe it or not, I went into private match and I was looking around at like all the edges expecting to maybe see something like this, because it would have been, you know, the perfect map to actually do it on. But it's unfortunate there are no Easter eggs. But I think as of right now, if I had to rate on a scale for Rift of 1 to 10, especially with all the maps in Black Ops 3, I'm going to put it up in my top 4 maps. I love Hunted, Evac, Breach, and I think Rift is going to be my number 4. I like how it's small yet large. In a way, it's long, but it's still more close range. And with that, I actually enjoy it very much. So, would I recommend you play Rift? Yes, I would. The colors, I love it. The map size is perfect. The flow just seems to work as of right now. Now, this could change in the future, but overall, loving Rift. Like I said, you want to stick to submachine guns, shotguns, score streaks that are based on the map, and stick to those specialists that you don't have to charge up, like War Machine, Ripper, Firebreak, Ruin Slam. Those are probably going to be the specialists you're going to want to stick with. But hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay from Rift. I think I dropped a 50 bomb. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new around here. Other than that, guys, peace out.